When you use a 5G MOCN, which was world first, it's complex because it needs to be integrated to the existing operators, and there are 6 of them in Malaysia. Their processes, their vendors, their systems are all different. But on day one, what DNB did with Ericsson was to deploy the Ericsson's operations engine. So this actually allow DNB and Ericsson's to utilize closed-loop automations and data-driven process to manage the network seamlessly with all the existing operators in the market. As an example, on day one, when DNB rolled out the networks with only 500 sites, there were over 300,000 alarms per day. As of right now, the networks has grown 10 times, and yet the number of alarms has actually reduced to 1% of what it was back then. And again, this allows DNB and Ericsson to work seamlessly with the existing operators to operate the 5G mobile network. As the network continues to grow, as DNB starts introducing 5G capabilities to its access seekers or the operators in Malaysia, or the new 5G standalone capabilities such as slicing, we are going to start introducing capabilities and complexity to the network as IoT, M2M, cloud compute, the industry 4.0 use cases starts taking off. We need a new capability to manage the network. So working with Ericsson, DNB start deploying the IBO or intent-based operations. To give you into context why it's so important, as we've deployed the Ericsson's operations engine that allows us to employ CI/CD process, machine learning, data capabilities, we need to start realizing how do we manage the networks faster, because the requirements is becoming stricter, uptime, reliability, the performance. The radio networks is operated by DNB. The transport networks is operated by DNB's partner. Yet the core network is operated by the access seekers or the existing operators, and there are 6 of them. To try and coordinate a common time slot to do upgrade performance, to make change, is superbly complex. Yet with the introduction of intent-based operations, you simplify all that complexity where, for example, when you need to bring down one site, rather than coordinating with 6 different organizations or more, or even more, an engineer can allow that performance or the upgrades to be done, because by intently saying we're going to bring down one site, the network will reorganize itself through an intent where it will automatically leverage the existing capability that's been deployed to redirect traffic to other sites, other areas for that site to be performed. And again, this is where we utilize this TM forums standards to help us to standardize such processes. Again, this is why the IBO is going to be such a transformational capability for DNB and Ericsson's to deploy and run the 5G network in Malaysia.
With our operations engine and our automation operations framework, we were able to see some tangible benefits in the network over the last 18 months. And here you will see a quick view on how intents are generated, predictions are done, and actuations are triggered on the network nodes. Our overall alarms reduced by 95% despite of the network growing. We started the network with 500 sites, and today we are a network of more than 5,000 sites. In addition to that, our NOx response time reduced to 3 minutes, and when we started it was around 35 minutes. And the service impacting incidents, the MTTR, which is the backbone of a network, reduced by 50%. We were able to achieve all these benefits because of the autonomous operations framework we have in DNB. Our service desk SLA also improved to 100%. And when we started, we were hovering around 55% on the same. And to add, our network availability improved to 99.8%.